Does God exist? Not which God, not whose religion is right, just this one question. A question humans have asked in caves, temples, laboratories, and hospital rooms. A question whispered in moments of wonder and screamed in moments of pain. Tonight, we're not here to convince you. We're here to explore, because sometimes the most powerful answers come not from certainty, but from honest inquiry. For thousands of years, humanity has searched for meaning beyond survival. We built civilizations, we studied the stars, we wrote scriptures, we questioned everything. And yet, one question refuses to disappear. Does God exist? Some say the answer is obvious, some say it's impossible, some say the question itself is flawed. But what if the truth lies somewhere deeper, not in belief or disbelief, but in understanding why this question exists at all? Let's explore it, calmly, rationally, and without fear. Part 1. Why humans invented the idea of God. Before science, before philosophy, before written language, humans faced a terrifying reality. Lightning struck without warning, earthquakes shattered homes, death arrived suddenly and without explanation. The world felt chaotic. So humans searched for patterns. If rain destroys crops, something must control rain. If the sun rises daily, something must command it. If life ends, something must explain what comes next. The idea of God gave structure to chaos. Not just emotionally, socially. God explained why rules matter, why morality exists, why suffering happens, why life has meaning. In this sense, God wasn't just a belief, God was a framework. Part 2. The argument for God. Let's look at the strongest arguments that suggest God might exist. 1. The argument from design. Look around. The universe operates on precise laws. Gravity, time, mathematics, physics. Change one constant slightly, and life becomes impossible. Some argue this level of precision is not random. They ask, how can chaos produce order this consistent? To them, the universe looks less like an accident and more like intention. 2. The moral argument. Across cultures and centuries, humans share moral instincts. We instinctively feel murder is wrong, betrayal is wrong, compassion is good. But where do these values come from? If morality is purely biological or social, why do humans still feel guilt even when no one is watching? Some believe morality points to something beyond survival, a higher moral source. 3. The experience argument. Millions claim personal experiences of God, not through logic, but through transformation. People say, I felt guided. I felt peace beyond explanation. Something changed me. Skeptics call it psychology, believers call it proof, but regardless of interpretation, the experiences themselves are real. Part 3. The argument against God. Now, let's be honest, there are powerful arguments against God as well. 1. The problem of suffering. If God exists, and God is all-powerful, and God is good, why suffering? Why children born into pain? Why natural disasters? Why injustice? This question has shaken faith more than any other. Some say suffering disproves God. Others say it challenges our understanding of God. 2. The science argument. Science explains what religion once claimed. Thunder is no longer anger. Disease is no longer punishment. The universe follows natural laws. As scientific understanding grows, the need for a supernatural explanation seems to shrink. Some argue, God is just what we use to explain what we don't yet understand. 3. The diversity problem. There are thousands of gods across history. Each culture claims truth. Each religion feels certain. If one God exists, why so many versions? Why does belief depend so heavily on geography? This raises a difficult question. Is God universal or culturally constructed? Part 4. What if God is the wrong question? here's where things get interesting. What if the problem isn't belief or disbelief, but definition? What if God isn't a being, but a concept? Some philosophers suggest God isn't out there, but within awareness itself. Not a ruler, but the reason consciousness exists. Not a judge, but the source of existence. In this view, science explains how God explains why. They don't compete, they complement. Part 5. Why the question still matters. Whether God exists or not, the question shapes human behavior. Believers often find purpose, moral discipline, inner peace. Non-believers often find responsibility, intellectual freedom, self-driven meaning. The real danger isn't belief or disbelief, it's certainty without humility. History shows us this clearly. Part 6. The real enemy isn't doubt. Doubt is not the enemy of faith. Blind certainty is. Some of the greatest thinkers believed deeply and questioned relentlessly. Others rejected belief, yet lived moral, meaningful lives. The common thread? They thought deeply. They asked uncomfortable questions. They stayed open. Part 7. A different way to look at God. Instead of asking, "Does God exist?" try asking, "Does meaning exist? Does consciousness exist? Does morality matter? Does love matter?" If the answer is yes, then perhaps God is less about proof and more about perspective. Maybe God exists, maybe God doesn't, but the search itself has shaped humanity. It pushed us to build ethics, to explore consciousness, to look beyond survival. And maybe that's the point. Not certainty, but curiosity. Not answers, but depth. If this question stirred something in you, sit with it. Not to argue, not to defend, but to explore. And if you believe the most powerful growth begins with asking better questions, subscribe to WealthWise. Because wisdom isn't about having all the answers, it's about never stopping the search.